Hey everybody, it's Sam here, and I'm here with another video. Today I want to talk about dreams. In particularly, I want to tell you kind of what dreams are like for me and give you a few examples of some dreams that I have written down and I plan to make into stories. And you may try to psychoanalyze me, and that's okay because my dreams are weird and maybe I do need some help. So, what are dreams? Dreams are some of the most misunderstood things that we humans do. We have tried to study dreams, we've tried to figure out what dreams are about. There are several books out and several studies out on dreams in particular that try to psychoanalyze the person having them and that try to help us understand why we're having dreams. Dreams have always been interesting to me because they are of the mind and they are of the subconscious mind. Everyone may not remember their dreams, but scientists say that we dream anywhere between 3 to 6 times per night, and those dreams might last anywhere between 5 to 20 minutes each dream. Most people forget their dreams upon waking, while others do remember them. There are different types of dreams. There's lucid dreaming, there's nightmares, and things like that. So most of the dreams that I've had that I want to change into a story are usually fairly lucid dreams, or they have such an impact on me that I do remember them upon waking and automatically write them down. I highly suggest, if you do have dreams and you do tend to remember them, to have a notebook by your bed or have a note-taking app on your phone to where you can automatically write that dream down. Because as the day goes on, you will probably forget some of the details of that dream and regret not writing it down. So as follows are a few of the dreams that I've had that I'm probably going to turn into stories. I'm not going to go into great detail with them because some of these dreams did not have great detail, but I also kind of want to keep some surprises for y'all if you do manage to read these stories. The first one is one of the dreams that disturbed me upon waking. I did not like having this dream. It was more along the lines of a nightmare than anything. What I dreamed was this man being in a small car, like a Toyota Corolla or something like that, and they were bouncing along this rutted gravel drive that was more dirt than gravel. In the middle of nowhere, there was woods, and every now and then the woods would open up into a field, and yeah. The man that was being driven was trying to meet up with a friend who contacted him about finding a lost tribe or a lost segment of a tribe. Upon arriving, the guy finds his friend, but his friend kind of warns him to run. They don't really quite make it out. They're both tied down, kidnapped, and made to live in these communal tents. These tents look kind of like circus tents. They're faded. They're not as brightly colored as they once were, so, these tents are pretty old. And in these tents are cots, like army cots, just stacked against each other with people in them. Men, women, children, it doesn't matter. People give them this drink, and when they are given this drink, their soul starts to depart from their body, and these ghost-like beings start floating around these tents and start sucking their souls out. Kind of like Dementors, but without happiness driving them away. And that's how these people live. They capture people in order to feed these soul suckers. Why? I haven't quite figured that out yet. I'm not that far in the story of writing it, but we'll see. Another dream is a Miss Tilly is taking back an overgrown factory that was owned by her parents in her hometown. She left her hometown for some odd reason. Her family was killed in the factory, so now she is back. She's taking ownership, and she apparently has some kind of revenge to pay. That's all I got out of the dream. Was a name and some kind of revenge in a factory. Another odd dream that I kind of had that kind of disturbed me, but it didn't really, it was about a woman that kind of lives in a post-apocalyptic world. She's traveling around the United States, and it's very specifically the United States because in my dream I had these landmarks, like Mount Rushmore, the St. Louis Arch, and the convention center in Raleigh. She has bodyguards, and she has these 4 co-leaders that work with her, and they travel around and they preach or speak their truth. And while they do this, they are gathering people underneath their belief system, and the people start following them. And instead of raiding and killing each other like most apocalyptic people do, they become one tribe, and they start working together, and they rebuild a city together. Actually, they start rebuilding several cities together, all under the guidance of these people, this group, this woman and her 4 friends. And yeah, I thought that was fairly interesting, but it had a brainwashing vibe to it in the dream, so I need to explore a little bit more in that. Another dream that I had was about 4 friends, yet again, stuck in a small town, and they have to face a dragon king or be taken by him. Which trains them on the way, and apparently is a far off place because I remember in the dream them going by boat and train for most of the time. Somewhere along the way, they find a cane, like a walking cane, stuck in a tree, and once they get it out of the tree, the cane starts giving them clues on how to defeat the Dragon King as well. And then I woke up. So that's all I remember of that dream. And another dream, I don't really remember much of this dream. I didn't write very many details of it. I might not have remembered very many details once I wrote it down. I'm not sure. It was a few months ago when I had this dream. But this dream is a series of characters, and they time travel by using masks. Now, these masks, the only downfall to this is that the masks also share with the new wearer memories of the former wearers. Another one is, this is going to be the last one that I'm going to share with you, but there was a Viking type village. It's a very cold area, and this leader is very abusive towards shapeshifters and werewolves. Apparently there's 2 different factions of werewolves and shapeshifters. The leader does not have complete control over everything in the village, but someone called a soldier does. The soldier receives a mark upon their forehead from a shaman, and the soldier can control all shapeshifters, werewolves, former soldiers, even the dead ones, because of this mark. So the village leader somehow is killed, and this woman takes over the village leadership. She has these ideas to start protecting the shapeshifters and werewolves, but she tries to fix the system. Somehow she gets a shaman to give her the mark of the soldier, as well as being the village leader. And she has to fight this soldier who is in the village over power and leadership and control of the werewolves and shapeshifters around them. And that's all I remember. That dream is going to be an interesting write, and I honestly can't wait to start writing it. those are some of my weird dreams that I have that I'm going to turn into stories eventually. Most of these are probably just going to be like novellas or short stories. Some of them might turn into full-length novels, like the whole Viking village one, and maybe the Miss Tilly one taking over the factory, and maybe the time traveling masks. I'm not entirely sure which ones. We will have to outline them all and see, but I've been writing little snippets here and there on each of them whenever I feel like I can't write on I'm No Hero or my detective story or the ninja stories or something like that, just to have a break from all of them. Let me know in the comments below if you write down your dreams and if you think that any of them are good enough to be stories. I'd be interested to know if you do that. And let me know if you like any of these dreams and you would like to see these as stories. So until next time, I hope you like this video. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe. I post new videos every Sunday and Thursday. I do live streams every Thursday at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. And I also do live streams with Nicole and Lauren on Tuesdays at 3 PM Eastern Standard Time, switching between our channels. I do believe the Tuesday coming up after this video will be on Lauren's channel, Divided by Sight. So make sure to check that out. As usual, be kind to one another, stay safe, smile about something today, and stay creative. I'll see you next time.